Welcome back to Good Day Columbia. Time now is 8:41. It hasn't happened yet, but pretty soon WACH FOX is putting on a South Carolina Veterans Expo. This expo is a way to connect and honor South Carolina veterans. The South Carolina Department of Veteran Affairs is the place to go when it comes to all things vets. And South Carolina is often known as a military-friendly state. Please join us Saturday, May 9th at the South Carolina State Fairgrounds. There will be plenty of resources for vets and families. The guest speaker will be Kevin Schwado, the Executive Director for the South Carolina Department of Motor Vehicles. He previously served as the Deputy Commanding General at Fort Jackson. This expo is presented by the Jeffcoat firm. So in preparation of this event, we'd like to highlight some veterans and veteran services across the state. No one better to talk to this Monday morning than retired Major General Todd McCaffrey of the South Carolina Department of Veteran Affairs. Thank you so much for being here.
Great to be here this morning.
Always good to see you.
Yeah, thanks for what you're doing for veterans. We really appreciate it.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Talk about your time in service.
Yeah, I was fortunate. I spent 34 years in the Army.
Wow.
My wife and I moved 19 different times, and our kids moved
19
more schools than I can count. So we got some time moving around a little bit.
And so it's apropos that you're in the position that you're in now to help out the veterans across the state, no doubt. South Carolina is often dubbed the most military-friendly state. For those who don't know, why is that?
Yeah, I think there's a number of reasons. You know, number one, obviously just the geography of the state. It's a wonderful state to live in, of course. But the connection between the community, the military, the veteran community, and business is really rather unique across the nation. So I think this makes a great environment for military and veterans alike.
And it's also the military installations that are around here.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how many were in South Carolina until I moved to South Carolina.
Yeah, it's interesting. We count 8. We actually count Fort Gordon, Georgia as a South Carolina installation because about a third of the workforce actually lives in South Carolina. But all of our military services are represented here with the exception of the Space Force. We're hoping eventually we'll maybe get a space base as well.
Oh, that will be pretty cool. So discuss the resources you all offer at the Department of Veteran Affairs.
Yeah, so what our agency does is a couple. One, we are an integrator. Part of our job is to link with the federal resource of the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs and help veterans navigate their way through the federal VA process. We run a number of state programs. We run the state nursing homes, for example, for older veterans who need nursing care across the state. Yeah. And then we're doing a lot more work in helping veterans find employment and to support veteran entrepreneurship. So these are kind of the areas that we're focusing as an agency.
So there's so much help for veterans out there. There are sometimes people may feel that there is not enough help. How are you all helping them navigate getting out of military life into civilian life?
Yeah, it's a tough transition. Let's be clear. When you transition from military service, whether you have served for 3 years or 30 years, it is a hard transition. You're leaving camaraderie, you're leaving community, sometimes a sense of purpose. So much of what we try to do is to help veterans find that in their next position, in their civilian time. We do that through great partners in the nonprofit community. There are many across the state of South Carolina that do this work. We do it, of course, by supporting them gain foundational benefits through the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs, which I tell all veterans, if you're going to start with one place, get your VA benefits in place first. That's foundational. Okay. And then there's lots of other things we can do to help you kind of navigate the process into becoming a very successful second time of your second career, if you will, as a civilian.
Someone may be watching, a veteran or family, how do they get in contact with you all? Where's the office? Is it open? Do we have to set an appointment to come see you all?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So first of all, it's important, right? Every county in the state has a county Veterans Affairs office. All 46 counties have a county presence. Now, they don't work for us, but we collaborate with all 46 of them. So the counties are a great place to start, and the counties, it's on their websites in almost every case. The state has a website, which is pretty good. scdva.sc.gov is a great place to go to gain access on a kind of a understanding of the broad things we offer. It also provides great numbers of points of contact to reach into our agency so you can reach out for support.
And one thing that you all do as well, you all highlight veterans. So far, you've had 3 Veterans of the Year. How is that program coming along? And if somebody wants to nominate someone, what do they do?
Yeah, listen, it's a great program. and we really encourage folks, nominate a veteran to be the Veteran of the Month. You can go on our website, you do a nomination process. We have a board. I don't sit on the board, so I'm not involved. My finger's not on the scale. Okay. But we've been fortunate to pick some really great Veterans of the Year, just to symbolically recognize what veterans do for South Carolina. So there are many Veterans of the Year in South Carolina. We can only recognize one a year, but it's important that they're representative of what the great veteran community of this state does.
Absolutely. Wow. Okay, Major General Todd McCaffrey with the South Carolina Department of Veteran Affairs. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. And everybody, once again, you're taking a look right here on your screen. The WACH FOX South Carolina Veterans Expo taking place Saturday, May 9th at the South Carolina State Fairgrounds from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. You will definitely want to be there. Bring your family, bring your friends, and to learn how you can make an impact and help veterans as well. Time right now is 8:46. After the break, we'll have a look at your forecast with Chief Meteorologist Taylor Canoose.